A man comes running in a hurry with a bag in his hand and heads toward the office when the guard stops him. But the man explains that today is his interview and asks if there is still time for the interview. The guard looks at his watch and says, yes, there is still some time. And then the guard explains the way the man runs inside, sits on a chair and explains the reason for being late to the boss. Then the boss says, let's start your interview now. Then the boss asks him some questions about the company and his experience, which the man answers based on his abilities. Then the boss says, before giving you the job, I want to make one thing clear, that there are some company rules and regulations that you will have to fulfill. The man says, I have no problem and I accept all your conditions and I will fulfill them. Then the boss says, these are very sensitive and important matters and no compromise can be made on them. You will have to deposit some money so that the next process can be done. The man gets worried, takes out his wallet and sees that there is no money in it. Then the man takes out his credit card to give, but the boss does not accept it. Then he puts the card back in his wallet and asks if there is any other way. The boss says, there is no other way. You must deposit the cash if you do not want the job. Then we will give the job to someone else. The man says, I really need this job. I will go to the bank right now, withdraw the money and deposit it. Then he picks up his bag and leaves the office. The man is running when the guard asks. The reason the man says, I have to go to the bank to withdraw money and ask the guard for the nearest bank. But when the guard tells him that there is no bank nearby, the man becomes very worried and says that if I do not deposit the money, the boss will give this job to someone else. The guard says, I can help you. And he takes out money from his wallet and gives it to the man and says, this is a loan on you, and asks him to return it. The man takes the money, thanks the guard and says, I will never forget your kindness all my life. Then he takes out his mobile phone and takes a selfie with the guard as a memory and leaves. Then the guard feels a happiness inside him and feels satisfied. Then looking up, he says to God, whatever you have given me, thank you. Then in the evening when the man comes out of the office, he sees that the guard has left. So the man says to himself, how will I return his money now? And hopes that he meets that kind-hearted guard again someday. Then he happily walks toward home after a long time while sitting on the chair. Suddenly he remembers the guard. Then he says, I am such a capable person today only because of that guard. If that day the guard had not helped me, then who knows what would have been happening to me today. Then he picks up his mobile and looks at the selfie taken with the guard and thinks, why not reward the guard for his kindness? Then he stands up, organizes the file, picks up his coat and leaves. The guard is walking with his mother when a car stops the guard and his mother look in surprise. A man comes out and with a smile asks, where are you going? And while shaking hands asks the lady about her well-being. Then the guard says, this is my mother. She wanted to do some shopping, so I am taking her to the market. The man says, your son is very kind and has a big heart and always helps people. The guard thanks him and then asks, how did you come here? Then the man says, this is the key to this car and I am gifting this car to you. The guard becomes shocked and says, I only helped you with some money. I cannot take this car in return for that money. The man says that money is still a loan on me, but this car I am giving you as a gift from my own happiness, and gives him the key. The guard is in shock and cannot say anything. So the man says, the position I am at today is all because of you and I am grateful to you for life. The guard says, no, please do not say this and do not make me embarrassed. Then the man takes out the money and says, this is the loan that you gave me. And the guard takes the money and says, I never even thought that I would receive such a reward. Then they hug each other happily and leave. Do you also remember those people when you reach the peak of success who supported you in difficult times? Do tell us in the comments and like and share our video and subscribe to our channel.